Hello guys and welcome to our channel, and today I have a great news for you, that is the Divide Impera part 1.3.2 public beta has been released. That's the update that we have been waiting for so long, right? And it's a very big update to the Divide Impera mode of the Rome 2 over here. To get the public beta version of the update, you can simply download it on the Divide Impera website, or you can subscribe on Steam. You can subscribe to it on Steam, and make sure to load the beta before the main mode, which means you move that up above the 3 parts of Divide Impera in the launcher. And if you are, it's safe game compatible, but if you are using some sub mode, maybe they will not be compatible. So if you play with the beta version of the update here, make sure to disable the sub mode you have been using. Okay, now we will try to go through the patch note very quickly, and we try to talk about the most important change in that update, right? Shall we? Now let's go. First thing, we have a whole new campaign scenario that's set into the Mythic War. This campaign will take place during Solar Civil War, and you can see it. We have three new playable faction, that is the Silani Roman, the Mariani Roman, and the Pontus. With the starting date in 83 BC, we will have to play with late game Roman unit. That will be very interesting, and late game Pontus units as well. The situation is also very interesting. The Romans having a civil war between Sulla and Mariani, and the Pontus jump into the conflict and try to take advantage of it. That would be really interesting, and we will have a lot of historical characters to play with in this campaign as well. The next big change in the update here is the Nomad overhaul. We will have all 3 Nomad factions in the game overhaul their units roster. Right now, in this beta version of the update, we will only have the Rosolani overhaul with new unit for the entire roster. It will be very interesting. The Nomad, very unique playstyle, and I think I will try to make a campaign with the Rosolani to see how the new units looks like and how they perform in battle. It will be a lot of fun, right? We get the next 2 faction overhaul later when the betas go along. Okay. As for the Sparta, we have new unit card, new unit appearance, and the Sparta Thorax Hoplite actually get removed from the game. They used to be the strongest Hoplite unit in the game. Now they get removed and they get replaced by a Thorax Pike version. Okay, interesting change for the Sparta. I don't know if it's a buff or a nerf yet, until we try it on the campaign, but interesting change for the Sparta. The next big change to the game is a checker skill ancillary and tradition rework. Actually, it's not a rework, it's an update. Many army tradition effects get updated to make them more unique for various factions. That's the biggest change over here. And yeah, Before I have made a slide that include all of the army tradition of all of the control group in the game, right? And now I think I go into the beta and I try to edit my previous slide with the new army tradition effect, and to show you what the new tradition look like. And I try to analyze each of these control group strength and weakness with the new army tradition. Keep moving on, we'll have some unit visual and sidechain, mostly to rebalance the units in the game. And okay, the most start chains will be on the Carthaginian mercenary unit and Iberians and Celtic and Cantiberian unit. Most of the start rebalance will be on this unit, or will be on the Carthaginian mercenary and the Iberian and Celtic unit. The Scutari, yeah, they will have a nerf to their armor. Alright, as for the major changes over here, the most notable change we have here would be the Seleucid. The Seleucid get added army spore script periodically. So before, the AI's Seleucid, they always get destroyed very early on in the campaign, and it's kind of annoying, right? When you play as a faction like Rome, for example, when you finally get to this area of the map, the Seleucid Empire is already gone, and you will only get to fight the smaller faction, the smaller Arabian, smaller Eastern faction around there, and you don't have the chance to fight against a strong Seleucid Empire, and it kind of disappointing. So hopefully that's a problem with the AI when they have a very big territory, and when they have a lot of enemy, they don't know how to defend their territory. They just get all of their enemy around taking their settlement very easily. That's the problem of the Seleucid. And hopefully with the army spore over here, it will help the AI Seleucid to survive longer. So when we play a faction that is far away, when we get to that area of the map, we will get to fight a strong Seleucid Empire with their elite unit. It will be a lot of fun, I think. And I think the most interesting change we have in this part is here in the battle change, the battle rebalance. And we have talked about this before, but over here we have expert charge defense removed from the game, and we will get infantry and cavalry march adjusted, and also the bonus versus cavalry of the spear unit will get heavily increased. Right, so over here I think I will talk a little bit about the expert charge defense skill that many spear units have before. How it works. The expert charge defense is a mechanics that allows the spearman reflect back some charge damage of the cavalry back to the cavalry unit that charged into them, and it works 360 degrees around the spear unit, which means if you use your cavalry to charge into the rear of a spear unit which have expert charge defense, your cavalry will still take the reflection damage back to the cavalry. And it's kind of silly, right? If it only works in the front is fine. So it will be a very interesting mechanic, but it also work in the rear of the spearman unit that doesn't make no just really make no sense at all. And the expert charge defense damage calculation is based on the charge bonus of the cavalry and the weapon damage of the spear unit. So which means if your cavalry have more charge bonus, they will take more damage reflect back to them from the spear unit. So if you have a stronger cavalry unit charge into a spearman, they will actually die faster, and it's really make no sense at all. It's really bad game mechanics. Why my elite heavy cavalry that is really strong, I have to do a lot of things. I have to put so much effort into it to make them stronger, to increase its charge bonus, and now only to get them die faster to the expert charge defense of the spearman, and I use my cavalry to charge to the rear of the spear, and our cavalry still died very quickly. That really makes no sense at all, right? So with the new change, when you charge your cavalry into the back of the spear unit, it will not take the reflection damage anymore. But the spearman, with the increase in mass, they will take less damage from the cavalry charge, because the cavalry charge damage, the impact damage, the collision damage will be calculated based on the mass of the cavalry and the mass of the infantry that take the charge. And yeah, with higher mass, the spearman will be able to take the cavalry charge with less casualty now. And also the bonus first cavalry of the spear unit will be greatly increased, which means the spear unit will be more dangerous to the cavalry now. Actually, if you let your cavalry get attacked by a spear unit, they will be able to kill your cavalry really quickly. So if we charge your cavalry in and your cavalry gets stuck in melee and you can't pull them out fast enough, the spear will then can turn around and attack the cavalry and kill the cavalry really quickly. Alright, I think this will be much better than before. It actually makes sense now. Spear unit should be able to kill cavalry very quickly, right? That's the purpose of the spear unit in the game. And actually, I have tried to play with the new change for a while now, and it's worked really well. Okay, another change here in the battle will be the phalanx. They get a small increase to their attack interval, which means they will attack more slowly now. They will inflict less damage to the enemy. And also because of the phalanx attack that will provide the knockback mechanic that keeps the enemy at base and keeps the phalanx safe from melee attack. With the phalanx attack more slowly now, they will be also more vulnerable to enemy melee attack, since the knockback will be slower than before, and small decrease to weapon rate self-hoplite and pike. That also a nerf to phalanx unit. So with less reach, the enemy melee infantry will have an easier time to reach the hoplite and pikemen to attack them in melee. Okay, overall good change to pike and hoplite unit. And along with that, we have a lot of minor fixes and bug fixes, a lot of it, making the mod even more polished even more polished than before. Right. So that's all the change we have in this update of the mod Divide Impera, and it's a very big update. Very big update. So download it and try it right away. You can do it right now. It will be very interesting. I will do it right now as well. Okay, so don't forget to leave feedback how you feel about the new Divide Empire update, and what do you expect to see in the future Divide Empire update. Okay, really interesting. So thank you very much for watching. See you in our next video. If you like it, don't forget to leave a like and comment below. Let me know what you think. What you think about the update, and what you want to see next on the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in our next video.